Um, what else? About food, Japanese food. On my free time, I like to listen to music. I'm a Christian. I watch. I listen gospel music, and I go to the church every week and play on the church. French horn. It's a musical instrument.
Okay, all right. And what is your favorite gospel music that you listen most?
Uh, I enjoy Petra. I
Petra.
MSD Petra. Uh, my first is compact discs.
Mm-hmm.
I have this. It's bright, but I enjoy
Right.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's not my this one,
Petra, okay. Mm-hmm.
but Brazilian Oficina G3
Mm-hmm.
two.
Okay. Well, very nice. I didn't heard this before. Actually, I heard gospel music too, and today I was listening to Monte Santo. Is in Spanish, and now I also speak Spanish, and I give immersion in Spanish every Thursdays at 2 o'clock. And yeah, very nice, Elias. And about you,
Thanks.
Ricardo? How about you?
Uh, well, hi everyone. Hi everyone, one more time. My name is Ricardo. I live at São Vicente. It's it's south coast from São Paulo. São Vicente is the first city of Brazil. And uh, I love watch movies, hang out with my friends. I have a daughter. I'm married. Uh, I I believe that's it for
Okay,
now.
I think I know you, Ricardo. You appear in one of my immersions, I guess, or not? No, I don't know.
Probably, probably.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
I
Go
I
go ahead.
part I participated. I I don't know. Normally 8 to 10 immersions by week. So and some probably I find you in someone.
Okay, another day has kind of weeks that I replace another host here, and I guess it was in the same hour. So
Yeah.
I guess was that. So guys, nice to have you here today. Our immersion are already in live, and I will introduce a little bit about myself for you to know a little bit about me. So, my name is Barbara. I am 30 years old. I am married. I was born into Niterói, Rio de Janeiro, but all my life I lived in São Paulo. But now I moved to Spain, to Madrid, the capital of Spain. And today I really enjoy to try sweeties and some foods here. It's very nice to try new things here. The people here is very kind, very I don't know how to say, but I guess it's very they are very happy and friendly. And the landscapes here are amazing, guys, because everything here it seems like you're immersed into a medieval movie. So here there are a lot of castles and ruins and beautiful things to see. So I encourage yourselves to come here today, someday, because it's amazing, really. And Spain is a big mom to receive another person for another country. So that's a little bit about myself. And today, the Gabi, the host, prepared for us a subject that I like too much. It's about travel, but not only that, but favorite holiday destinations and best place you have visit or want to. So I will put the questions in our chat now, okay? Let's see here. Okay. And I will ask for Chris to start with the number one. Please, Chris, what's your all-time favorite holiday destination?
It's a really interesting question. And when a child or a teenager, I I will start to answer like this question before I said nowadays. And I remember um, go to, I don't know in English, sitio with my grandparents, and I like it. I love it so much. I don't know in English too. I like it. Andar de canoa, swim in the river, and to me it was a better, the best place of the world. And nowadays, when I have like a vacation or not like how can I say, a planning vacation, like to travel some place or country or states, something like this. I prefer to have a contact with the metro to reflectir, I don't know, about the life, about everything happened, my life too, and think what a good things and grateful things God make with me, for me too. And it's
Nice.
really, really, really great. And restart my energies too. And I, I, I think this nowadays. But when I have planning with a vacation, like yesterday, I go to another state in Brazil. My first travel. Um, I mean with the plane, avião. It's really interesting. It was a really interesting um experience too. And that's it.
Okay. And uh, you mentioned that you have your first travel with the plane. And what was the most different thing to travel in a plane for you? A plane, sorry.
My mother told me he, the experience when the plane, um, I don't know, levanta voo. It's really a discomfortable things with two body.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know in English, frio in stomach.
Like butterflies in the stomach.
And my mother feels more nervous to me. I
Then you, okay.
when I perceive the plane in there, yeah,
Okay.
I was waiting in the chair. Oh my God, now happened something strange with my body. But thanks God, no, nothing bad happened to me.
Oh,
Really
great.
good.
Yeah, it's a different experience for sure. Okay, Chris, thank you for sharing your opinion. Now let's go to Elias. What is your all-time favorite holiday destination, Elias?
It's not exactly a holiday, but it was in my honeymoon with my wife. We went to Natal. It's a very beautiful place. I think the hotels are cheaper than other places. I don't know it's in May, in low season. I don't know if it's the reason, but we went to a trip with I don't know the name in English. Jeep. Yes, by Jeep, 4x4. Then it's a very, it was very nice, and the hotel is near the beach, and I enjoy a lot. I enjoy the food. I eat lagosta, like that.
Uh-huh.
It's not kind of a destination that oh every time I reach the same place. No, not like that. But I think the best place the last years was to Natal. My wife wants to visit there again. I don't
Uh-huh.
know if this year. I don't know. We are starting planning the next trip for December.
Oh, it's interesting. I never had to Natal, but I always heard that was very beautiful, and there are very beautiful places to visit. And what do you enjoy most there in Natal?
I think there is some beach, but no, the weather is not so hot. But of course, we went in May. May is not a very hot season.
Yeah.
But in Rio de Janeiro, for example, the streets are very, very, very
Yeah.
hot. uh,
Yeah.
about food, it's a peaceful city. It's not a crowd of people, not a very big city,
Yeah. Okay. And do you prefer more small or big cities?
small cities.
Small cities.
Yes. Usually when we go on holidays, uh, it's a holiday, then it's crowded of people. If it's a very big city,
Yeah.
yeah. Another city I went with my wife is um, g- I forget the name. I will remember, but it's near in Rio de Janeiro State. Uh, Gosh, I forget the name. I will remember. Tell you
Okay.
depois.
Anything you write in the chat?
Yes.
Okay, Elias, thank you for sharing about this opinion. And
But
about you.
but
Oh,
but
sorry.
about the city, I can see the city that was the Papai Noel, né? Santa.
Santa
Yeah.
Claus.
Santa Claus, yes. Do you know, I just forget the name. It's a small city on Rio de Janeiro State. There is
Um,
the Santa Claus Village out there. The,
oh,
um,
I don't know. I'm not remembering now, but I know what you're talking about. It's like the Santa Claus City in Rio. Okay.
I never listened about it. Yeah, about the Santa City on the
Santa,
Rio de Janeiro. I
yeah.
never listened.
no, it's not
It's
a
different.
city, but there, as a village, there is a
It's a
space.
village.
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We are searching. We are bringing the name for you to try to visit someday because it's very interesting. Okay. I guess I know Penedo, but I don't know.
Mhm.
yes, Penedo.
Is it Penedo?
Yes, it's in Penedo. I just Penedo. I make some confused about Penedo and Gramado. I don't know why, but yes,
Ah, yeah.
it was in Penedo. There is a space. It's not a entire city, Papai Noel village. No, there is a space, but there is some. The I don't know the name. Aquelas pisca-pisca in
Yeah, the
some
lights.
places.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I visit that place with my father, I guess 2 or 3 times per I don't know where, but uh when I moved to São Paulo, I use it to travel to Rio sometimes, and uh, once in the moon, my father stopped there, and we stayed at a place, and we enjoyed the village. It's very curious, and it's a very small village. It's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, Ricardo. And about you?
I'm a little confused about is number one, number two.
Is the number one is your all-time favorite holiday destination.
Well, there are on my region there are a little farm, and sometimes me and my family, some friends, used to go to this place. It's well, we divided the costs between among the people, and normally me and my family and my friends used to relax and well, the people love to create plays and the other stuff. Sometimes play cards and there there is a swimming pool and so it's nice. I it's not possible to go uh, as much I would like, but because it's a little expensive and because we nowadays we have a lot of challenges to pay a lot of bills and other stuff. So because just is this little farm is necessary 10, 10 persons minimal and the sometimes is not so exactly I have to I have to have money and the other people too, né? So in this case we used to go once maybe twice by year, né? So and because it's
Mhm.
less expensive than another kind of uh, travel, né? Or
Uh-huh.
destination.
And
That's it.
sorry, where were this place?
I'm sorry. Is a city called Governador Peritoledo. Né? It's South Coast too, but it's not. There aren't the beaches on this city. Né? So because the South Coast is around, there are my cities. São Vicente is in there are among Praia Grande, and the other Guarujá,
Uh-huh.
and the so this person consider South Coast, but it's weird, because they don't have beats. So
Yeah. And I was thinking here, normally we live in big cities because of the salary of these cities, and you live in the beach. So
yeah,
what is it
yeah.
for you?
I believe that's sometimes the people used to say, "Oh, you go to the beach every day." It's not occurred, particular, but I was talking about it yesterday. There is a lifestyle in my region. I consider uh, Kaisara, used to say the words that the people living around the beach and the other stuff. So yeah, sometimes it's more relaxed in some aspects. And I was listening to you about the big cities and the other stuff. That, for example, last Saturday I go to São Paulo, visit the Bienal,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's totally different, totally
Yeah.
different because, for example, I work at São Paulo, and my office is on was and Berrini, is a big
Bihini.
avenue on São Paulo.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know. Mm-hmm.
sometimes I visited some technical centers, and one of them is I forgot São Mateus,
Mateus.
and the São Mateus is when I went to São Mateus, I took 1 hour and a half. So, in my opinion, it's incredible, because yeah,
Yeah.
it's inside of São Paulo, and yeah, I Berrini is not exactly at the middle, but it's
It's
almost
in the
almost the
south,
center. Yeah, south, yeah, but it's a little more
more
keep
close to
away
the
from the limits, the border,
yeah.
and I was talking on that time with my workmates, né, and I told that 1 hour and a half is possible to visit maybe Praia Grande, São Vicente, Guarujá, and maybe
Oh,
reach
that's
the south coast from São Paulo. So,
yeah,
and I believe that my wife was talking, oh, it's impossible because it's not possible to driving on this city and the other stuff. So it's a concept from Brazilians because a good transportation is a little is a think a little new uh,
yeah,
on São Paulo, for example. The last 10 years, the subway reached some places and the other stuffs. So
yeah,
because, for example, similar cities like in New York, London, and Paris, for example, there are public transportation, subway. For example, I remember in 2011 there
hmm,
were 400 stations on New York around, uh,
yeah,
and São
it's
Paulo
true.
on that time, believe that's 40 stations or
Yeah,
so. It's not possible to. It's not exactly oh, I would like to drive my car. It's not. It's impossible in some circumstances. So,
yeah,
for example, I take uh, around 40 minutes in the. I believe that I had to drive for 7 kilometers. So
yeah,
it's not possible to understand some circumstances like that. So
yeah.
because is a driving car in São Paulo should be a exception, not a
A
routine.
role. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess São Paulo is a overcrowded city,
sure,
even in trains and in subways, in
sure.
some in the rush hour, no,
Yeah,
it's very crowded,
yeah,
very
exactly,
crowded.
exactly.
And
And
you don't have escape for this, you
yeah,
know.
and the tendency is if you don't building subways for all of them, all of the city, the tendency is continue this kind of problem continue because the people prefer live and the work in some places near from
Near work.
subway stations. So
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it needs to construct more connections, a lot of more, because when you are
uh-huh,
a lot of more connected between the all of the lines, you arrive in the place that you want even more fast that you would like to. It happens here. Here, I love the subway here because it's
yeah,
very good connected with the train line. So I love it.
mhm.
So
I,
Ricardo,
I I made a little researches in São Paulo.
mhm,
Currently have 91 stations. It's a
yeah,
big improvement, but needed to improve much
yes,
more.
exactly. Because São Paulo is very big. It's a very
Yeah.
big city. It's bigger than here in Madrid. But yes, I guess yeah, it's a very big city. Here it's not too bigger than São Paulo, and it's the one of the characters that I noticed. Eu notei, não? When I moved here. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you, Ricardo, for sharing your opinion. Now, Chris, I will ask you about let me see, uh, the number 5. What's the best food you ever had while on vacation?
it's really interesting. Um, I will talk about the last trip. And I like it. I eat. How can let me think about the name. Mm, I don't know. It's a Italian custom. And I travel to um I think it was in this city or village when you said I was thinking in Gramado because I travel to Porto Alegre and I will take a car and drive with some highways and streets to meet new places. It's really special to me and a great experience too. In the food, um, I don't remember the name, but I will try to describe. It's I don't know, panela. I think so. And this panela have some mistura and some another's tigelas, sabe? I don't know. And we can take in this tigela have potatoes, meat, broccoli too. I don't know. I'll take this food and put in the inside this now it. I don't remember. I was thinking about the talk and I forget the name.
Oh, no problem.
It's a really different food. Mm, Actually, I didn't provei this, and I will try to remember and put the chat.
Okay, please try to remember. And what is your favorite food? Normally.
Normally, here in Manaus, with common fish, it's common food. Um, my favorite food in normal days is bean, rice, like fish or meat or chicken, something like this. But in
Okay.
the travel, it's a curious experience. But I remember the food, the
Okay.
name.
Remember
will
and try
say.
to say for us because I'm curious.
Yes.
Thank you, Chris. And about you, Elias? Was your let me see, the best food you ever had while on vacation?
The best food, I don't know the name in English. Escondidinho de camarão that I eat. It's not a shrimp hidden. I don't know. I don't know.
Uh,
But
Uh,
is in Natal in my honeymoon. Natal there is a lot of shrimp because they don't rain a lot. Just 7 days a year. They have some lack of water, but
mhm.
there are some mixed. I don't know I forget the name when the sea meets the river, then they mix the salt water and sweet water. There is a
Uh-huh.
name I forget the name,
I don't
but
remember now too even.
this kind of water is proper to a creation of drink. The
Wow.
the tour guide told to us.
Wow.
Then um, I think best food that I eat was in my honeymoon in a vacation. But about the my best food forever is about meat. I eat meat, barbecues.
Barbecue,
Uh,
it's
yes,
awesome.
mhm.
it's the
Do
I
better.
I noticed that I I didn't understand the question
Oh,
number one. It's the all time, all time. It's
all time. Yeah.
yeah. I visited Natal uh, in 2013. I received a prize from a company that I worked, né? Because I completed the 15 years in the same company, and I visit. That's a wonderful place, very beautiful. And there is another trip. I go to the Chile, Santiago, but I'm working, so it's different, né? Certainly. Né? It's possible. I have opportunities to visit some places, but it's different because I'm alone and
Yeah.
I have to work too.
Yeah. And about your favorite food traveling or a food that impacts you
Hmm.
different.
I'm a little. Uh, I don't know. I don't consider myself a fancy person when to talk about different plates and foods. Normally, for example, I love regular food. Né? For example, rice, beans,
Rice and beans.
potatoes, and the meat. Sometimes, for example, I go to the mall with
Mm-hmm.
my family and my daughter and my wife choose fast food, for example, sandwiches and the
Yeah.
hamburgers and the other stuffs, and I buy a regular plate and rice and beans and the other stuffs. But yeah, I prefer candies, né? But I remember a plate that I eat on Natal, shrimp and the other stuff that's v- delicious. But I remember a pasta that I eat at in in Santiago. Actually, not Santiago, is La Serena, is
Mhm.
a city similar. I'm not sure if you know the South Coast from São Paulo is similar to I forgot the name, Riviera, né?
Yeah,
Riviera
I
and
know.
Bertioga. Yeah,
I know
it's
Riviera, yeah.
similar, né? So a pasta is green, né?
Uh-huh.
And the shrimps and the uh, seafood. And the I don't exactly a fan from seafood, but it was very delicious.
Okay, very nice. And I have one important questions for you guys. The beans on the top or above the rice?
Above. Above.
And about you,
Uh,
Ricardo?
I totally
I'm
agree
not
about
sure if
this.
it's possible to answer this question because Elias create a kind of heresy. Né? So certainly, certainly, first of all is beans, after that rice. Né? So
And, Ricardo, it's above, always above, and don't forget, em português, o correto é biscoito.
say,
In English, it's
bo
not possible to do this joke.
uh, yeah,
No.
bolachas just as left.
And here in Spain, we have tapas. And tapas is not slap, but
Yeah,
tapas
exactly.
is like entrances,
Yeah,
entradinhas, sabe?
yeah. I well, and at Chile have a very famous empanadas, né? So it's considered some people used to eat empanadas as a main plate, but it's more common uh, empanadas used to tapas, né? So, yeah,
Yeah, it's a kind of tapa, but here there are different dishes that
mhm,
serve as
sure,
tapas. It's a lot of different types of
sure.
aperitivos, no?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but, there are, for example, when I visited Chile, when I was working in Chile, the people used to go some places, and for example, uh, I noticed that in some places the people, the the restaurants serve first of all empanadas, so it's a kind of entrada, né? So in the in the others, uh, for example, in the others restaurants, you could see the empanadas as a main plate, and yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
So depends. It's similar to Brazil, né? For example, sausage could be, for example, I'm not sure how do you say aperitivos or tiragosto, for example, aqui no Brasil, né? Some people use it to uses cook sausage as a main plate, or could be
Mm-hmm.
uma entrada, or could be a
Sorry.
aperitivo.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Here it's not too common to eat empanadas as a main plate, but I guess it's more like South America thing, like in
E-
Argentina,
uh-huh.
for
Even in
example.
Brazil, né? For example, when you go to the northwest, né? The people used to, for example, have lunch at breakfast. Sound like
Yes,
that.
yes, exactly. It
So,
happens in Europe too. It happens here.
uh-huh.
It's very common that people drink sorry, beer
No
in
problem.
the morning, you know. At 9 a.m. they are drinking beer. So okay, Ricardo, thank you for sharing your opinion.
Thank you.
Now, please, uh, let me ask you the number 8. Have you ever had a travel experience that changed your perspective on your life, and how?
Interesting. And yes, uh, um, watching people life, another part of Brazil, the same country, but the different custom to see the life and to the important point is about the uh, difficult moments, and uh, it's really interesting of watching these people. I don't know in English, lidar with life.
Lead,
Please, thank
lead,
you. Lit, lit.
lead.
Mm, and the well, see the calm custom to the in the city. I think this place is not big city. I think it's like I don't know, little city. I rem Bento Gonçalves is the name of the city. It's really calm here, and uh how can I say, the way the people live here in the calm movement, and another two forms to um how can I say, geral capital, assim, and another foods too, and um I think that's it. I can say now, but about my mindset, I'm pretty sure um, a lot of things change. See the how can I say, my life change the way I watch my life, my things, what uh, the way like I did some things too. It's really interesting. Uh, how can I say, know about other people and talk with some friends too. My husband friend, and it's really interesting. And
Nice.
I it's not necessary to travel another country. Just to travel to another for example, Manaus, it's very close to Iranduba, another
Mhm.
municipio. It's really interesting when I travel uh, for this. Mhm. The first impact is cross the bridge to arrive there, and it's really interesting to think and fears too, encarar the fear and meet some people and see my grandfather and watch another way when the people that the people live. I think so.
Do you uh do you think that you go out of your safe zone there? You're muted.
Oh, sorry. I
No
click
problem.
delay. You ask me if I out my safe zone to go
Yes,
there?
não, there. Lá, você acha que você saiu da zona de conforto?
Yes, yes. I think so because I'm very um how can I don't know in English acostumada with my life in the city
Uhum.
um and with my family, my husband too, and travel there. It's a new experience every time I travel. I go there. It's
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Okay. Um, what about you, Elias? Let me see. Do you have a travel experience that changed your perspective on your life, and how was it? No?
No, I don't think so.
Don't think so? Okay.
No, I can't remember any situation that I change my mind. I don't know. Oh, I have a kind of behavior, a kind of mindset, and change my. No, I don't remember. Cause of
Okay.
a vacation, not.
No.
But another things, but a casual vacation, a trip, no.
So share one of these that you remember, not on the vacations, but share with us some experience that changed your point of view of your life.
For example, when I get married, my wife is from Northeast.
Mhm.
From is a small city, a small village on interior of Recife, in Pernambuco. Uh, the there are some kind of things that my wife, for example, some kind of words that my is very common to my wife, and for me is very different. I'm not saying these funny words
Mhm.
like arretado, things like that, but I say there are some kind of expressions for me sounds like a little offensive, but for my wife and for her family, it's
It's normal.
yes, it's normal. Yes.
Wow.
There's some kind of, I'm not saying bad words, okay? Não, não palavrão, mas words that people thinking in another meaning. Understand?
Yeah, I
So
guess it
sometimes,
does.
yes, sometimes people don't know about don't know about uh, let's say the real meaning of the word, but don't think you don't care about the in another places, in another regions of Brazil, the same word means another thing,
Yeah,
a
it's
different thing.
common.
They don't
It's
realize
common.
this.
It's very common. It's really very common. I suffered a lot when I was traveling to São Paulo in my first time. But
But
yes,
let's say, let's. I have to talk in Portuguese to give you this example. For
sure.
example, for my wife, frouxo é uma pessoa tipo assim, só tá pum. Totally
It's
different
funny.
for us. Understand?
Yeah, I understood.
Then sometimes for me it sounds like offensive. For example,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yes, it's
but
very different.
sometimes they don't. Uh, I try to understand the situation. Okay, it's not this meaning, but sometimes the other side, my wife and her family don't have the same.
Same feeling of this, no, the
Yes,
perception.
this perception, yeah, this sensibility.
Yeah, but you already said for them. It's a not good word in there.
E, yes, I say to them, but
They
sometimes
don't. Mm,
they don't care. It's a waste of time, for example.
okay. Yeah, sometimes we just had to respect and smile, I
Yes.
guess. Yeah, it's a interesting thing because in Brazil has different type of regions and type of languages and slangs and these stuffs. Yes. And about you, Ricardo, do you have some experience that changed your point of view of your life?
On talk about the travel during a
Yeah, but
uh,
if you doesn't has anything in travel, you can you can share and be comfortable to share another situation, as Elias said.
uh, I don't know. I don't remember right now. Uh, but I could mention some experience. For example, when I was uh, working on Chile, is so good when you, for example, could walk and uh, tranquil and don't
Yeah,
doesn't matter about the violence and that stuff. So it's so different, né? Because when you talk about Brazilians, né, is common. For example, when do you became a little terrified or sound
yeah,
like addicted, né?
yeah,
Always
yeah.
concerned about the
Always.
violence and other stuffs, né? And when I arrived at Chile, I remember the first uh, experience, is common. I know it's totally tranquil, but for me it's a big change, because I arrive at the airport and I take a taxi and when I arrive at the office, the building is a big building and the at the when I got in on this building, come on, sound like Brazil. I searched for the doorman and the receptionist or the other stuff, and I couldn't find, and I noticed a guy, and he certainly is a employee from this building, and I made some information. So and the okay, please could you tell me which I would like to talk with a guy and the oh I know this guy. He work at the eighth floor. Just go ahead and the got in the elevator, the lift. So he didn't request for my ID and the anything.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. And when I come back to my hotel, it's around 8 p.m. So
Mm-hmm.
in this case, there weren't any person on the hobby, the hall, of the building,
Mm-hmm.
and the all of the doors were open, and the I any person could you got in and the go out from these buildings if doesn't any problem, could you face any problem. And so,
Wow.
and after some while, and I for example, I didn't use cell phones on the streets, and it's too common. I live at Brazil, particularly my region. After some while, I noticed the people using cell phones and all this stuff. So there are some violence, I believe,
Yeah.
thieves and that stuff. Certainly,
Yeah.
there are, but totally
Not
different from Brazil.
this scale, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, totally
for
different,
sure.
totally different.
Yeah, I believe. I believe because here in Madrid is the
Yeah,
same. It's the same.
I remember I was walking in a big sidewalk, and there are bank, and the ATM is outside from the
Uh-huh. In the
the
bank,
the bank,
yeah.
and it's common.
Uh-huh.
It's just a
Uh-huh.
small window, and the
Yeah, it's
guy
just a
cash
small window.
using
Yeah,
pick
it's
up the
common.
money directly, and there is a line, three people
Yeah.
on the line, and I noticed, well, I it's just a joke. Is I feel uh, a necessity to steal this guy. Oh, tem que falar em português, né? Deu vontade de roubar o cara. Falei, pô, não é possível, cara. É muito fácil isso aqui, cara. O
Oh,
cara
yeah.
sacando dinheiro ali. Falei, pô, roubar esse cara pra ele ficar esperto, né? Tipo assim, né? É uma coisa muito louca, né? Assim, falei, não, não é possível que o cara vai dar esse mole de sacar o dinheiro totalmente tranquilo, assim, né? Falei,
It's scary how it's different than Brazil now.
yeah.
Yeah. Guys, so sorry, Ricardo, to interrupt
I'm sorry.
you.
I'm sorry. I
Is that we
noticed
are
it
just
in
in
time.
time, but
Yeah.
the conversation was amazing. This topic was rotated by the another host. I think was a great topic to discuss, and I guess I wish to do all of these questions because they are amazing. But you can copy and you can answer after if you want. And I would like to ask for Chris. You're not be able for everybody to answer this question, but Chris, what did you learn today with us?
A lot of things. And about the expressions
Yeah.
in Brazil, like Elias citou some.
Mm-hmm.
It's really curious.
Yeah,
Someone
really.
else, I heard the expressions, and here it's another means another thing.
Mm.
Pessoa com medo. Isso aí que você falou. It's really interesting. But in north of Brazil, it's a lot of fun expressions and very, I think, fun sometimes, and really bad some another. And I I say something. Thank you for our conversation, and that's it.
Okay. And do you enjoy this topic?
Yes, really relaxing, calm topic to talk in morning, refreshing mind, and remember
Yes.
some moments. It's really cute too.
Okay, guys. Thank you a lot for your time. Thank you for the present today. So have a great week for you. And I hope to see you in another occasions. But have a great time and a great day for you today, okay? God